Hello everybody, my name is Paris Parker. This is my journal article review on a new approach to read aloud time in primary grades by Carrie S. Crater. This was published on March 20th, 2018, presented by myself, Paris Parker. Here's my introduction. In this article, it spoke on a lot about the literacy and foundation of education between comprehension and movement. As you can see, integrating physical exercise with reading activities, which can be beneficial to a lot of young learners these days. During the research they had here, there were 3 Washington State elementary teachers who participated in doing this for the first time in their class. And they realized a lot of different things over the trial they did, and realized how beneficial it is. And I'll get more into that as we go on during the presentation. The presenter, who is also a mother of 2, who is a professor of physical education, she realized there were many successful programs with literacy and physical education and other forms of school, but so she thought, why not bring that into elementary classrooms? And then that's when she kind of presented a program, the Read and Move project, which is also known as RAMP, to create and integrate movement into primary grade level read aloud sessions. The implementation of RAMP allows teachers to select books they particularly read out loud in a whole group. Instead of sitting on the floor and everybody just paying attention and sitting still, for some kids it's really hard for them because there are kids that have ADHD. Some kids are sitting all day. Being able to move and read out loud and be able to act things out is more interesting, and also it allows them to learn more. They can, integrate the movement with the words that are in the book. Like I says here, examples including acting out action verbs or performing movements related to like skip counting. There are many throughout the article. There were many examples that I saw and read that were excellent examples of RAMP, and why it should definitely be a great thing to implement into classroom reading. As you can see here, the benefits of movement and reading time. This improved academic behavior in the classroom-based physical activity has been shown to enhance academic performance and behavior. Increasing the fitness reduces obesity. We have an issue as Americans, and one of the known facts that was in the article is that since 1970s, youth obesity has tripled since then. And it's really important for kids to move at least 60 minutes a day. And as I addressed in the last slide, the attention deficit, ADHD. These kids that have those, they have a hard time sitting and paying attention. And as a educator myself, or who has been employed in education, I have a lot of kids that are in my classroom that I have 2 or 3, maybe even 4 classes that are predominantly ADHD students. And when they come into gym, all they want to do is move. So I can imagine how it is when they're in the classroom. So it's definitely benefits of movement and reading time, because it helps those kids with ADHD or have an issue with, being able to sit and pay attention for long periods of time. It's a great thing to have in the classroom. And to continue with the benefits of Read and Move with the program. Engagements and focus. Students are more interested in focus and less distracted with RAMP readings compared to traditional sit-down readings. Being able to stand up and move and get a little silly with it, it helps to comprehend everything that they're taking in a book. And as some of the teachers said in their testimonials, we'll get into later, that these kids retain that knowledge. It goes into the retention of knowledge. Movement enhances comprehension, understanding, memory retention, and serves as a formative assessment tool. Increased interest in reading. This it increases the interest in reading. Now they look forward to the story time instead of Oh no, you gotta sit on our spots on the carpet. Students get excited about read aloud time and know they'll be incorporating movement and doing things that excites them and things that they can talk about and things they can retain and comprehend. As I mentioned earlier, I was going to get into the testimonials from teachers. Kindergartens were more engaged and focused. So the kindergarten teacher, the engagement and focus, they were more focused on the words because they were listening for what movements to do. Students, they in situations when they're just sitting there and listening, they might zone out. They might decide, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm not really paying attention. This over here looks more important. They might tap a friend and do something. But when you implement ramp, it engages the students. And this was on all levels: kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. And as it says here, students demonstrate better comprehension and understanding as well as improved memory recall, as I mentioned in previous slides. They are able to remember some of the things, such as the stingray. They are able to understand, and realize that the rays are not legs, they're arms, and they're going to wave them. So ramp increases students' interest in reading, with some even requesting specific movements for certain books. In conclusion, the Read and Move Project RAMP offers a new approach to read aloud in primary grades by integrating movement with reading activities. By combining literacy and physical exercise, RAMP enhances engagement, focus, retention of knowledge, and overall interest in reading. Incorporating movement into academic lessons has numerous benefits for students' academic performance, behavior, fitness level, and overall well-being. So my personal opinion about RAMP is excellent, being myself being an educator, and also understanding the importance of movement and reading all together and keeping kids engaged. And here are a couple of questions that I deliver to you that you can kind of give me your feedback on. How can integrating movement into read aloud time benefit students' engagement, focus, and retention of knowledge compared to traditional sit-down readings? Also, what are some potential challenges or barriers that teachers may face when implementing a read and move program in their classrooms, and how can these be overcome? Thank you for listening, and I hope I gave you enough information about my article. Thank you.